Elk City was actually the stop for my second day. So I wasn't supposed to be in Elk City until the 9th. So I was a full day ahead of schedule. And secondarily, the place I was supposed to stay was outside of Joplin, Missouri. And I had reservations, which I had to cancel. When I got to Elk City, I found a KOA. I had liked KOA from when I was in Crossville, Tennessee, so I stayed at the KOA. So I wake up, but realizing I'm a day ahead of time, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to go to Roswell. Why not? I got a whole day, right? So that's on the list of things that I end up checking out here. So I wake up in Elk City, I get a vid pic. I'm starting to get into the swing of these things now. And then I get a still pic. So this is the Route 66 museum. I woke up too early. It wasn't open yet. So that was really my fault. I didn't think to check the time before I left the KOA. So that was my fault. So I ended up sitting outside for a little bit, like just kind of waiting, to see if it would open. Obviously it never did while I was there. So I ended up just getting pictures of me sitting outside, which was really awkward and strange. I even took a vid pic. I don't know why, because people sit outside of places all the time. Oh, there I am trying to thumb a ride. And then I found another one. This one I get more video from though. And this is where I run into, like, I had met a group of people at these gas stations.
Where'd you guys end up sleeping last night?
At the Ramada.
The Ramada?
Right, so those folks I had actually met periodically. We were just randomly bumping into each other over and over again along the road at the same gas stations. We were taking like the same fuel stops and everything. It was crazy. So of course, the following next day, first thing we do when we get up was we run into each other at a road stop attraction, which was really kind of funny. So becoming fast friends, you know how it is on the road.
So I'm here early, it's not open yet. Hi. Morning.
So it was kind of cool having that little miniature town set up like that. It was definitely unique. Kind of immortalizing the days of traveling Route 66 in its heyday, you know. And they had the old gas pumps and everything, which I got a picture of here. So that was neat. It's definitely cool.
So I just left that other place like 10 minutes ago. I didn't get this out in time, but there was a car that slid off the road in front of me. They were all right. The rain just really picked up here and it's pummeling. I'm on the border of Oklahoma and Texas. I was going to get out at the last stop in Eric, Oklahoma and see the Sands Hill Curiosity Shop, but yeah, I'm not getting out of the car in this weather, so I decided to go ahead and skip it and keep going. The next stop on my trip right now is the piece of the Blarney Stone that was brought in from Ireland to Shamrock, Texas. And depending on if it's raining like that there, or this there, I may or may not get out, I don't know. I guess I'll try and get a picture somehow. Alright, it's definitely getting worse. I'm down to 50 miles. Wow, I'm doing 50? I felt like I'm doing 30. So, I saw more cars on the side of the road. Okay, it's lightening up a little bit. Never mind. Well, I had to skip some stuff because the rain had become so thick that it was impossible to see it. So, anyway, so now it's cleared up. I'm in Crowe, Texas, Leaning Tower, and on the other side of that hill is a giant cross. But okay, picture time.
Leaning Water Tower in Britain, USA. You can see my mom's camera down there. Here I am getting more vid pics. And then another huge cross. Where was this? This was also in Crowe, Texas. Except they had a whole display at the bottom, which was kind of cool.
Gotta beat this storm coming in. It's so much bigger in person. Just left the giant cross, and yeah, I'm only doing 40 now. Rain just came in out of nowhere. My next stop's in like Conway, which isn't even on the map, so we'll see. So this is in Amarillo, Texas, the Slug Bug Ranch. I'll eventually make it to the Cadillac Ranch here shortly. It's amazing. So it was torrential downpour. Paused just long enough for me to get out of the car, get the stuff with the giant cross and the Leaning Water Tower, and then as soon as I get back to torrential downpour. It was crazy. One of the 5 shirts I'm wearing, but you can see my beard starting to come in. Cadillac Ranch, vid pic. And the idea with the vid, oh, see this picture turned out pretty cool, having them in the background like that. And my Vibrum's got a little muddy because of the torrential downpouring that was going on. And this is Tex Randall, the Big Texan, and you can find him on Roadside America in Amarillo. Okay, going to Palo Duro Canyon, although with weather like that, I'm not sure I'm going to be out hiking it like I was hoping to. I guess we'll... Oh, it's starting to rain. Damn it. Well, maybe I won't hike it. I'll hang out there for a little bit, and maybe I guess I'll just go to Roswell. I don't know. This is in Palo Duro Canyon. I couldn't get very far in. They let me go in a little bit, but all the roads, because of all the rain, had been flooded out, so I couldn't get anywhere because it was all washed out roads and stuff. So instead of getting any hiking in, I end up just moving on. You know, I thought the Midwest was flat. I'm in New Mexico right now. Hold on. I'm in New Mexico right now. I decided to take a side trip to Roswell since I couldn't really hike in Palo Duro with the rain and everything. And being that I'm 24 hours ahead of schedule, I'm not due to be at Ute Lake until tomorrow, and I was only 3 hours from it. So that gave me a whole day to do something else, and Roswell was 4 hours from Amarillo, 4 or 5, I think it was 4. So I drove down here, and now the weather's cleared up, so whatever the storm is hitting the Midwest now. But man, there is nothing out here. Past Cannon Air Force Base. I mean, I'm not even passing other... There's one car, right as I'm saying I'm not passing other people, but that's the first car I've seen in a long-ass time.
And the two others I just passed, and the semi, I'm just not paying attention is what's happening.
And I'm still 40 miles out from Roswell. Crazy. But it is the Roswell celebration right now. It's the 7th of July, and it's the 8th or the 9th today. So I should show up just in time to not be able to find a place to camp and see all the crazy shit in Roswell. So that'll be cool.
Hysterically, if you go back and watch that, I had passed two cars already in a semi. I just wasn't paying attention, so that was really stupidity on my part. And here we are in Roswell, New Mexico. And there was no place to really camp, and this had been in the time frame. The reason I wanted to go to Roswell is because the celebration of the event in 1947. So I was like, oh, they have that festival for Roswell. I got there like right after it ended. So I ended up missing it by like a day or something. So there was no place to camp. People were still full up there. Or was I early? I forget if I was early or late. I think it was late though. So I went down to Carlsbad because I found a KOA down there, and I didn't have reservations until the following day. See, the problem was I made reservations all the way through this trip, and then I have to canceling a bunch of them. And then so I lost a bunch of money on it. So I learned to not make reservations on road trips and just find stuff on the fly. And with technology being what it is today, it's not very hard, especially with KOAs around. So here I am at the KOA. I couldn't get my camera to pick up the tarantulas on the ground with my flashlight, but you can still see it. It's a tarantula.
I've only been here like 30 minutes and I've already seen my first tarantula. Not too big.
And they're everywhere. Like, once the sun goes down, it's so weird.
I think this might be Homeboy from earlier, from my site.
Yeah, dude. So tarantulas were everywhere. It was crazy. They were just like, after the sun went down, they were just like popping out of the ground. And then these big blue hornets came in, and it was like Ride of the Valkyrie, man. It was like, and they just went to war. Spiders rearing up. Like everybody, I couldn't figure out why everybody was going in. You know, everybody in the RV started going in as the sun went down. I'm like, nobody's gonna have like a fire or anything. I was out there in a tent by myself. Well, I saw why when I saw all the spiders start coming out, and I'm like picking my feet up from the picnic table I'm at, and then I saw the hornets come in, and they went to battle, man. It was crazy. It was just a crazy experience watching it. I'd love to go back and see it again.